All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. So today we are going to be talking about the new stuff that I'm going to be doing. Essentially, I am expanding. If you saw the video about the frame reworks yesterday or the day before, that is kind of the beginning of what I am going to be doing going forward, which is that I am expanding the Patreon. I am expanding what people who sub on Twitch get by subscribing on Twitch, and I'm also expanding what I am doing in general to also include this. This is the public archive. These are my public notes, and this is planned to basically extend and extend and extend and be a cohesive look at the information available for Warframe that aims to be better than the wiki. Obviously, the wiki is contributed to by a large number of people, and that means that right now there's just more information there, right? There's just more information in that place. But what I want to do is get all of the important information, the most important stuff done, and get it uploaded here so that it can be easily searched for, whether you want to search for, Excal, and you want to see Excalibur's builds pop right up. Or if you're interested in Excal's rework, have the rework notes pop right up with, of course, like the video where I talk about them at the bottom. This site is for guiding people to what they are actually looking for without all of the hassle of the 1 million ads and stuff that are on the wiki, and without, disinformation and misinformation. Obviously, at some points, like right when updates happen, things will have to be updated on my site as well. But I basically aim to have my guides and my knowledge about Warframe publicly available as much as possible. For that, I have expanded the Patreon and expanded what's offered in general. So, over on the Patreon, you can see that there are some new things. For the longest time, it was just this one tier, but I actually decided to add more things to this so that you guys on YouTube can, be more involved and get more out of contributing to the channel and helping support the channel as I grow it. For that, there is now a $2 tier. This is available only on Patreon just due to the way that they process things and the larger cut that they give creators. I wanted to offer this so that anyone that signs up at that level can be in the credits for all the YouTube videos going forward. That is going to start at the beginning of next month. And then Content Council access, this is still pretty similar. This will give you access to not only, of course, the regular site and everything you'd expect, as everyone has access to this, but it will be your name in the credits, and also gives you access to a special section of my Discord, which is discord.gg/Brozime, where you will basically be able to, as many people have been, talk to me, give me suggestions, give me feedback about the things that are coming to the archive, coming to the channel, things that need YouTube videos done about them, updates that need to happen, and so on and so forth. I think that over the long amount of time that the Content Council has been a thing on the Discord, it has been a real positive for the channel overall, and I look in there literally every day for things that need to change about the channel, problems that have come up, new things that, things to look at, things that are interesting, for ideas for stuff to put onto the channel, things that need to be changed, and so on and so forth. And then I have one level above that, which is the super credits. I think that this is just a thing that people will enjoy. Basically, what this is it's just a higher tier that instead of just being in the credits at the end of a video, all of the people that are a part of the super credits, I am going to be reading your names aloud, no matter how ridiculous they are, as long as they conform to the terms of service of YouTube and so on and so forth, and are appropriate, at least mostly appropriate. Then you can be read aloud at the end of each and every video, which will, of course, be redone once a month for all the people that are in the super credits and so on and so forth to redo the credits for the next month. This is obviously, it's not as crazy involved as, some of the much larger Patreons that offer, books and signed things and all this other type of stuff. And I would love to get there, but this is more of an experiment to see if what I want to do with the public archive is something that people want to see. If people want a better wiki or a different wiki or something that can be searched easily and is just hassle free and gives you all of the information right at your fingertips with the search functionality that is available on the site. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, in addition to this, is some stuff that is coming. So this is, in addition to this, there is a private version of this site where you can get access to all of my notes, or 99.9% of my notes, and that is going to be where new information and projects and things that are not quite done yet are going to be. And I wanted to show kind of a preview of that and the thing that I'm going to be working on next on the channel for everyone to have access to whenever it's finally done. Because there are, of course, going to be videos associated with that have to come out that link back into this, and so on and so forth. So for that, we have the program that I use to create the site, Obsidian, and also the company that I use to publish the site, Obsidian. Obsidian.md is where you can go in order to get this program. It is an incredibly powerful note-taking program that I have liked a lot since my partner introduced me to it, and has really, made all of this stuff happen. So as you can see here, we have all of like the public stuff, the Patreon credits, which of course are going to be updated, and so on and so forth, and like the intro page, and we have all of the edits here, and you can see kind of the raw of what is here by like going into how these links are constructed and so on and so forth. Obsidian uses Markdown in order to do all of that, or it's a slight variation on your usual Markdowns. There's quite a few different ones, but just in here we have my to-do list. So the to-do list is mainly focused right now on one thing, and that is that I am making a Nightwave Weekly Axe and Elite Weekly Axe full guide. So if we look at, say, this one, I have to-dos for Mad Lab, which is, Aladvi's secret laboratories on Jupiter, which is a thing many people don't know about and have no idea how to do. This task is in the Weekly Axe. So I have footage recorded for this that's on my to-do to add into here and have more information. There's other things about this that are going to change, like whenever I recommend a certain Warframes, there will be backlinks that will need to be added to this page as well. But essentially, this is going to be a full searchable guide so that no matter what you do, you can just type in the name of the challenge and immediately be served all of the information you need, builds that you can go get, things that are going to be useful to you for completing any given challenge on the Nightwave that is currently available. This, I think, is going to be very useful because, we all want to do the Nightwave. Many people don't know how. And also, I feel like it's a good jumping off point for branching out into a bunch of different things. So there's all kinds of different challenges here where like Exploiter needs a video, Kuvaliches need a refresh, which is a thing I should do anyway. And all of those different things are a part of the Nightwave. So it felt like this was a good place to start because all of those things can come together into one basically super guide on how to do any individual given one of them. And that is what I am working on right now. It is getting quite close to being complete. As you saw, if you looked at the to-do list, there's not a whole lot of to-do left. We have this one, which there is footage recorded for. I am going to be editing that pretty soon. That's probably the first one that'll be out, actually. Or this one will be the one that is first out. I got all of the footage for the different drift rooms done, so that there can be a guide that's available for all of those. And then so on and so forth. I need to do the Kuvalich guide. This is going to be more involved. It's one of the last things on my list there, but there's going to be a video on an updated video on how to currently do Kuvaliches in more efficient ways. So that's going to be done here. I have the Ropolo list. Footage is recorded for this. That needs to be, edited and uploaded, but that's going to be a guide for the Ropolo list fight. An updated one for, modern times. And then, soloing the Hydra list. And then I made a mistake in the video. I just made notes for how I need to edit that content, but that's recorded and ready to go. And then I need to do an exploiter guide. So in total, 3 videos need to come out and 2 more videos need to be made. Once that stuff is done, I can go through, do another check on everything that's available here, and it will be pushed out to be available for everyone. Besides that, this is going to be, it will be available for everyone at some point. It is going to eventually become public because I do want this to be a community resource. But for those of you that do decide to support through the Patreon or through the Twitch or wherever you decide to help, and where if you decide that it's worth it and support the channel, I really very much appreciate it. And I just kind of want to talk about what I'm going to be doing and where things are going and why I'm doing this, because it seems worth doing to try and get a a larger cohesive glue to stick everything on the channel together. It already seems like quite nice to have just all of the Warframes, organized alphabetically, to have them properly tagged so you can go through and just have all these things available just by searching for them in like a larger database, as opposed to needing to know what the video is called or anything like that and needing to figure out which one is the most updated one. I think this is a much better system and will be helpful. And also, as a plus, you can get to all of this through just going to brozime.com. I have the big main, the main link for it. It's just brozime.com, and it'll take you directly to the public archive. And yeah, if you're interested in the private archive, which contains all of the patron and sub only stuff that is up here that I'm not going into, you can head to the Patreon, and anyone that's at like the 5 or above will get into that, and they'll get into the Discord where they can give all like the feedback and everything else. And also, there is a brand new post on the Patreon about getting into that private website as well. But yeah, I'm interested in your guys' feedback as to like what you think about doing this. Like I said, I think it's worthwhile, or obviously I would not have put this much work into it already. But yeah, also notably, all of the TennoCon stuff is also in here and is public for anyone that wants to see all of like the Tenno Live notes, or any of that stuff. That is also all available here, alongside all of like the the assets that I use in that video and such. So yeah, tons of stuff. Check it out. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much to all of like my current patrons and subs that have like supported me up to this point and made this channel what it is. But we're trying to do a little grow.